As you can tell by the title of this video, I'm going to be doing a draw with me, and I will also be answering some of your questions that you have sent me on Instagram. Now I'm going to briefly talk about my sketch. I'm drawing a Christmas illustration, and once I'm satisfied with my sketch, I will copy it into Procreate. In Procreate, I applied a grid to help me with the perspectives, and now I'm just going to clean up my sketch and fix any issues that I might have with this base layer. I always post my finished illustrations on Instagram, and my Instagram is linked down below if you're interested. So now let's start with your questions. So the most frequently asked questions were actually, where are you from, how old are you, and what's your name? So my name is Yasmin. I am from Austria. Austria is a small country in Europe, and the official language of Austria is German. I can also speak a little bit of Turkish because my father is from Turkey. Well, he's actually Kurdish, but he hasn't taught me the language, so I can only speak because of my relatives. And I am 21 years old. I will turn 22 in March of next year. The next question is, what are you studying? So I am studying to become a teacher in the subjects art and English. Currently I'm in my third semester of my bachelor's degree, and it will take me at least 8 semesters to get my bachelor's degree. Additionally, I still have to do my master's, which takes 2 years. Although I still have a long way to go, I really enjoy studying these two subjects. It is a very good combination because these two subjects are so different from each other. In art, I can be very creative, and in English, I have language usage, but also literature and cultural studies. So this variety makes studying very interesting. So another question a lot of you asked me was, is art your full-time job now? Because of my studies, I can't really pursue art full-time, and I already have a part-time job. I work in my family's business. My mother, she's actually a pharmacist, and I help out in a pharmacy 2 or 3 times a week. These 2 reasons are why I can't really do art full-time, and I kind of enjoy having art as a hobby because I can improve my skills, but it also helps me to relax, and it isn't like my main income, so I don't have to worry about it, and I don't have to make my hobby my main source of income. A lot of you also asked, how did you get into art? To be honest, I've been in love with art since I was very young, but I started drawing regularly when I was about 12 years old. The main reason for this was that I wanted to draw Naruto characters, and that's how it started. When I was 17, I stopped drawing regularly, and I focused on graduating and getting into university. After I graduated, I started studying elementary school teaching, but I still wanted to improve my artistic skills, and so I dropped out after 3 semesters. At the same time, I started my Instagram channel. My twin brother, he actually encouraged me to start my channel because I was so scared of posting art on social media. He told me, if you're scared of drawing, then draw something you're familiar with. For example, our dog. And I started drawing animals. I have an Akita Inu. I also have a cat. She's a Turkish Angora. Both of my pets, they are quite old now, and that's why they sleep most of the day, but I love spending my time with them. So the next question is, where did you learn to use Procreate? When I quit university for the first time, I bought an iPad and started drawing. At first I watched some YouTube tutorials, but after 1 hour of watching a few tutorials, I started drawing immediately. Of course, it was difficult to get used to this new app at the beginning, but with each drawing and illustration I completed, I got to know myself better, and I learned what features I liked of Procreate, and you develop your own technique with time. Developing your own technique and having your own art style comes naturally, and everyone likes different techniques. We all have our own preferences. You just have to draw in order to find your style. You have to get to know yourself better, if that makes sense. Another frequently asked question was, where do you get your inspiration from? And at the beginning, my main source of inspiration were my pets, my Akita Inu and my cat. And their relationship is just so wholesome that it inspired me to create characters based on them. And after some time, I've also started drawing different animals. Also, my other interests, they influence my art. For example, I love baking, and it's just a big inspiration for me. You've probably seen me draw some desserts. I also get influenced by foods and drinks alike. For example, half a year ago, I started making my own matcha latte at home, and at that time I illustrated a cute bear matcha latte. I still love how this illustration turned out. So yeah, my main inspiration is things around me, things I see in my everyday life, and also traveling is a big inspiration for me. When I was in Vienna, I went to this very cute boba shop, and it inspired the drawing that I did in my very first YouTube video. This topic also leads us to the next question, which is, what are your hobbies? As I mentioned before, my main hobby is art, drawing in general. I have also tried painting on various fabrics with different mediums. For example, I have once painted on a black hoodie with bleach paint, but I also enjoy baking and crocheting. I love baking cakes especially. In the past few months I've been baking a lot of cookies because of Christmas time. Yeah, I also recently started crocheting. I made a few crop tops and a bookmark and a few beanies, but there is a lot of room for improvement. Another hobby I have is I enjoy reading. I especially like mythology and fantasy novels. So if you have any recommendations, please let me know. Even if they are like a different genre, I love to know your interests and what kind of books you enjoy. I'm not very picky when it comes to reading, so just let me know. And the next activity, I don't know if you can call it a hobby, but I enjoy watching anime and K-dramas. I've been watching K-dramas for a few years now. I have been watching anime since I was 12, so that's something I've been doing for quite a long time. And yeah, these are all the hobbies that come to my mind right now. If I start any new hobbies, I will probably let you know in my Instagram story, but for now I have enough. Even with university, I can't fit all of these hobbies. Especially reading takes up a lot of time, so I can't do it very frequently. But now let's go to the next question. The next question is, will you ever draw people? I have drawn a self-portrait a month ago, and I want to draw more people in the next year. It actually is my goal for the next year to draw more people. I'm a little bit scared of drawing people because I don't think full body illustrations look good in my style. And I also felt pressured by social media to create very similar artwork to the ones I have created before. So a lot of animals, a lot of cute animals and food related illustrations. But I want to change that and be more experimental with my art style. The next question is, what is your favorite animal to draw? My favorite animal to draw at the moment is probably a bear, because I just love how bears look in my style. It suits my style a lot, and it also fits fall and winter themes. Bears are like very cozy and they're very cute. I love to draw pandas now that I'm thinking about it. And I'd also love to draw otters, like just a whole bunch of different animals. I think this is also going to be my goal for the next year, to draw more different animals. There were also some questions about my food preferences. For example, what's your least favorite food? I hate vegetables when they have been cooked for too long and when you can't even identify what vegetable it was to begin with. I also don't like lamb because we eat it a lot in my household, because my father, he's Muslim and he grew up with eating a lot of lamb, so that's why we eat it. I think I just got sick of eating red meat. In my household, we eat red meat almost every day, and that's why I started cooking for myself and eating more vegetables. But now let's change the topic and let's talk about my favorite food. I love a lot of savory dishes. I love Italian, I love Mexican. If I had to choose one dish, it would be nachos with guacamole. I probably like Mexican food the most because we don't eat it a lot here in Austria. Probably in Vienna there are like a lot of Mexican restaurants, but in my city we only have one Mexican restaurant. The next question is, who is your favorite musician? I don't know. I think I'll have like a quick look at my Spotify Wrapped and then I'll tell you guys. So I'll be back in a minute. So I had a look and my favorite artist is Lolo Zoai. After that is Blackpink, and then there is Kashi. And I'm so excited to see Blackpink finally live. I'm going to their concert in Amsterdam in 2 days, and it's like the perfect Christmas present. I can't wait to see them live. It's actually my first concert I'm going to. I wanted to go to a concert, but because of the start of the pandemic, it was cancelled. But now that everything is open again, I'm looking forward to this concert, and I think it's the perfect timing. Someone also asked me, what are you most proud of? And I was very proud when I quit primary school teaching, because it was the first time that I listened to myself and I started on my art journey. So I'm very proud of that. And I'm also very proud of starting this YouTube channel. I am quite an insecure person and I didn't have any previous knowledge about editing videos and filming videos. That's why I'm very proud of starting my own channel. Even 2 months ago, if you had told me that I would start a YouTube channel, I would have never believed you. And you have to realize that you don't need to be perfect in order to start a YouTube channel. I'm glad I realized that, and it's also a message I want to give you guys. So I think I've answered most of your questions, and in the video right now I'm just adding some details, and for the rest of the video I will just add some nice music so you can relax, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.